You must be here about our notice. Well, Scamp, you either want to join the Undaunted, or you need instructions on how to wipe your arse. So, which is it? You here for the plunder? Undaunted plunder! I'll tell you true, Scamp. We've gotten our share of lazy or incompetent recruits lately. I mean, who falls to the goblins in Fungal Grotto? Consider this an incentive for better blood to show them how it's done. The Alliance leaders sponsor us to clean out the corners of their realms, so we're flush with plunder. We're using it as incentive for those who can complete contracts, conquer crypts, something with the letter C. You in? Fabulous. If you already joined the organization, you know the drill. If not, or if you don't think you're quite ready yet, Bolgrul over there has contracts that will get you up to speed for a lesser cut. Good hunting, Scamp. proud today. Our ranks have swelled in recent months, and our coffers are overflowing with jewels and gold. We want to see the spoils go to the best among us. It's a verbal handshake. You know what? Go talk to Glirian the Redbeard. He'll tell you everything you need to know. Glirian's a good sort, just not too friendly. Doesn't show any emotions, really. Is bloodthirst an emotion? Never mind. Oh, the usual. Mother robbed tombs for decades in the dunes of Alakir. She raised me on her hip and forced me to join the Undaunted with her. It's the sort of thing every daughter has to deal with. Oh yes, she's a proud member. Goes by the name Hel Ralala. Just don't, talk to her. She's a mean old bird. A funny story. When she was young, some thick skull heard her name and had trouble pronouncing it. Her real name is Hel Alragath, just like me. But Ralala stuck and she's been using it for 30 years.
Is there something I can do for you, Undaunted? Marge, Urgalag, and I have been selected to curate a challenge for our fellows. We will be sending Undaunted into the depths of Tamriel in search of treasure and glory. The difference is the reward. Every day, we three decide on specific dungeons the crew will explore. Steadfast like yourself can take a pledge to see the job done. Madge's demeanor best suits the new blood. I understand the fragility of life. I will not sugarcoat the tasks I give our more seasoned cohorts. And Urgalag will simply choose based on her desire to break you or take you. The result is you earn keys, which you can turn into us to gain gear we keep on hand. Harder challenges result in more keys and more opportunities to fill your pockets. Very good. Then make your introduction to Urgalag Chiefbane if you value your ability to chew. She would not take being snubbed lightly. Make your introduction to Urgalag brief. Sparking her ire or her interest could be detrimental to your health. The Undaunted have grown in number of late. Stalwarts like you have done too much, hauling precious treasures from the dark places in the world. The crew did not form so that we could own manors or barter for a seat on the Imperial Council. We formed to explore, to have fun. Why not share in our bounty, in our good fortune? It was my idea. Many of our cohorts are drunken thrill-seekers. That's not how I see life. Thus, the pledge. A pledge to explore the deep places in the world. I'd prefer it. I pledge to explore, state the name of the dungeon here, and return undaunted. Simple, I think. Noble. Ah, yes. My background is somewhat different than other members of the crew. In years past, I was a Vinedusk Ranger. I served in the conflict that split Valenwood asunder. Yes, I did things. Things I will not speak of. Today, every gasp of breath is precious to me. The sight of your pulse on your neck cheers me. As I said, life itself thrills me. To enter a crypt, end the undead, to face down a construct twice my height and tell the tale, truly, that is to be alive, to be undaunted.
Can you believe it? I saw only Lexia herself. I am forever blessed by the...
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
I heard the Malborn have spies in the city.
Once again, my people need me, but I dwindle and fade. I was. Now I am but a remnant of my former glory. Magistrix Vox shattered my reliquary and reduced me to my current state. You need my blessing to defeat her, but as I am now, I cannot bestow it. Restore my reliquary. Find the pieces scattered about the shrine and bring them to Master Aaron at the central dais. When I'm made whole, I can help you prevail against Vox. Many of my priests died fighting the Daedra, who now defile the shrine. Those who remain seek to gather the pieces of my reliquary. Speak to Priest Deline, who is best favored of my servants. I know she still lives.
Over here! We need help to close these portals. By the skull of the saint, Sacrilege, blasphemy, and heresy. Saint Veloth said someone would come to aid us. Magistrix Vox opened Daedric portals within these holy grounds. They're like wounds in the world. Now all sorts of vile creatures pour through and attack us. We tried to close the portals, but Vox was clever. She used dark magic to tie each portal to a watcher. You have to kill the watchers to close the portals. That's how many of us died. Please close them. Then find me by the central dais. Just take out those watchers near the portals. If you don't kill them close to the portals they guard, another one of the creatures pops up to take its place. Blasted Vox. I may not look it, but I'm glad to see you. Thank you. Your efforts have lifted the morale of the priests and acolytes, giving us all hope. We are in your debt. 3 bless you and thank you. Now we can see about restoring some order to this chaos.
It will take time to deal with the Daedra that came through before you closed the portals. We'll be busy for a while, it seems. Saints bless you, but we have an even bigger problem. In all the chaos, we just discovered that the Saint's holy skull is missing. One of my priests saw a Daedroth carry it off. We must recover it. Acolyte Hlen's on the trail of the Daedroth that took it. I saw him follow the thing toward the western crypts. Now, please hurry before that beast damages our holy relic.
I thought I was the only one fool enough to be sneaking around this place. Are you trying to get killed? Run for it while you can! I am, though I wish I wasn't. What a monster. But it's got the sacred cranium, I'm sure of it. It stalked off this way and I sneaked after it. It went into the crypt. You can probably follow it just by its odor. It smells like a hot forge. Are you going after it? Because I'm not. That thing breathes fire.
Hurry. Make haste, or soon I will be no more. Take it to the dais and place it with the reliquary pieces. Vox believed that when she shattered my reliquary, she removed me from this battle. Your deeds have foiled her scheme. She wants to return to a simpler time, when our people worship the good Daedra. But that time is past. Nonetheless, she wields my hammer, Veloth's judgment. I used it to defend our people. She uses it for revenge. The tribunal has long held it in their care. Mad and reckless, Vox stole it from their temple. Now I'm fading and my connection to this plane becomes more tenuous. If you would restore my reliquary, delay no longer. I am returned to my customary ethereal vigor. Thanks to you, my child. Vox possesses my hammer, the Judgment. Like any such artifact, it can be used for good or turned to darker purposes. But all is not lost. I can protect you from the hammer's powers. When Judgment falls, Vox kills her target and traps its soul. The trapped souls feed her power, making her stronger than other mortals. Few can survive the hammer's strike, but you shall. I shall bestow upon you my blessing. Imbued with the power of my holy favor, the hammer cannot kill you, but it will send you to where the other souls are trapped. You shall free Vox's prisoners and thus break her power. Go now, exalted by my blessing, to Eidolon's Hollow. Stop Magistrix Vox and put an end to her madness.
Oh dear, his impatience. I'm sure Darlan is fine. I probably shouldn't worry. Healer Darlan. He was headed to Eidolon's Hollow to tend to the wounded. He wanted Dreamora hearts. He uses them to craft healing potions. I collected a few, but he was gone by the time I returned. How will he make his potions without them? I followed you around and collected hearts from the Dreamora you killed. Easiest job I've had in weeks. Darlan can make strong healing potions out of them. It's a wonder that something beneficial can come from these creatures. Over here. Your pardon. I know you have urgent business, but I must entreat your aid. Vox has scores of fanatics in the ruins, yet only a handful of ordinators stand against them. At any moment, they could overwhelm us with a single advance. We just don't have the numbers to hold them off. Strike a blow for the three. A direct attack may convince them we're stronger than we appear, and any losses you inflict will improve our odds of holding them back immensely. When you finish, report to me or to Ordinator Aeron in Mournhold. Kill as many of the bastards as you can. These are the last of the Moleborn, the dregs of Daedric cultists called in from across Morrowind. Vox won't find any more reinforcements. So yes, it matters. Take out as many as you can.
The new hand has arrived. Notify Almalexia that her champion is here.
I came all the way from St. Veloth's shrine to lend my skills to this effort. Eldry fuss is too much. I'm needed here. My contributions may be less flamboyant than those with a more militaristic approach, but I help in my own small way. Oh, what a disgusting mess you get when you put a bunch of Dreamora hearts in a sack. But thanks for bringing them to me. The potions I can make with these will help a lot.
Ah, you've come, and just in time. Vox has summoned Daedric cultists to make up for the Moorborn losses. Mother Morrowind ordered us to wait for the one who brings the blessing of Veloth to arrive. Lady Almalexia sent her ordinators to hold this position, but we are too few to go up against Vox's bolstered forces. A moment, please. Our Lady knows of your arrival. Sit by the fire and she'll speak to you presently.
You received Veloth's blessing and have come to the Hollow, just as I have foreseen. The blasphemer Vox has sealed herself behind powerful wards. While these wards are in place, she is hidden from me. 3 wards protect her. 1 bound to the living, 1 to the dead, and 1 to the Daedric plains. Destroy these wards, then you will be able to enter the blasphemer's lair.
Strange lights emanate from 3 locations in the ruins above. That's where I look for the wards. Once they fall, the way into Vox's lair should be clear.
You've returned. I take it you were successful? Thank you. Take this as a reward. It may not seem like much, but even one dead enemy could mean the difference between victory and defeat.
Are you that shatters Vox's wards and defies her will? Why hasn't she consumed your soul as she has with all the others? How very interesting. Others have made this claim. others have died. Still, I enjoy watching a good challenge. I see you have powerful allies of your own. Almalexia and Veloth, but they can't help you here. You threaten Vox, enraging her, forcing her to commit even more brutal atrocities. How glorious! Soon her army of Daedra and lost souls will march forth, unleashing new terrors across the land. Bold words, but your divines can't protect you here. Your goddess hides in her temple while Vox wields the power of oblivion. How do you hope to stand against that? Veloth's blessing. So impressive. But a paltry blessing doesn't make you invincible. You did take down the wards, though. I'll give you that. Perhaps you do pose a challenge to Vox after all. You must learn Vox's secrets before you can hope to face her as an equal. Search for the 3 anima archives within. Let them pull you into the realm of memory. Let them show you how this little drama came to be. The archives will reveal Vox's past, letting you witness the events that brought us to this moment. Start with the Western Anima Archive and touch the Anima Crystal. Then speak to me and watch and learn. How could I witness this monumental event if I was somewhere else? As to who I am, well, at the moment, I am your friend. Let's leave it at that. Vox wasn't always like this. Once she willingly served the tribunal and was committed to its cause. Vox's son grew distant, more radical. He broke his mother's heart. Watch, listen. This is how Vox's dark journey begins.
You mustn't do this, my son. Defying the tribunal is a death sentence.
Enough, Mother! Your faith in false gods blinds you to the truth.
You mustn't say such things, Miram.
Silence, Mother! The Daedric princes return. I welcome them as the true gods of this land.
Please, Miram, come back. I don't want to see you get hurt.
The son listened when cunning Boethia whispered in his ear. He tried to steal an artifact from the tribunal temple, the hammer known as the Judgment of Veloth. Many of the tribunal's faithful died gloriously that day. Miram was caught and punished. Magistrix Vox witnessed her son's torment. She was powerless to intervene.
My child, why have you spilled innocent blood? What has led you to perform such evil?
You are a lie, Almalexia, a false god. I renounce you as the impostor you are.
You show no remorse, and your crimes cannot be ignored. Let this be a lesson to all who would oppose the tribunal.
No, my lady. Mercy! I beg of you! He's my only son!
What mercy did Miram show his victims? I am sorry, dear Yuri, but he has earned this punishment.
Poor Vox, mad with grief, vowed revenge upon the three. Beautiful Boethia whispered in the mother's ear, revealing that faith isn't as strong as the bond between a mother and her child. Vox had been wronged. She'd been pushed too far. As a trusted servant of the tribunal, Vox had access to their inner chambers and their most prized treasures. Almalexia believed Vox's devotion was strong, her faith unshakable. Almalexia was wrong.
False gods, false justice. Miriam was right. The Daedric princes must return, and blood must flow! Let them die. Let them rot. Let them feel my pain. No false gods can stop me.
Yes, you really yes. Let your plague spread across the land as your rage fills you and makes you strong. But you need Veloth's hammer. You must take it for your own.
The judgment. That's what my son sought to possess. Yes, it will be mine. And with judgment in my hand, the tribunal shall fall.
Go! Gather your followers. Spread your plague. Wield the hammer. With it, you can devour living souls and unleash your true power.
You think to hide from me, intruder? I see you.
Impressive. Her memory detected your presence. Look how her power grows. Your time is running out. This is so exciting. I think you'll have only one chance to stop her. You saw the pain that drove Vox to unleash the plague and rally them all born to glorious acts of violence. Now you understand her motives and are finally ready to face her. Well, except for the power of Veloth's hammer. You can't overcome that. Veloth's hammer allows Vox to strip away the souls of those she slays and imprison them in her misty realm. They lose their memories and grant her almost divine power. To challenge Vox, you need to set those souls free. I want to see a fair fight, but that can't happen here. Judgment keeps your silly gods at bay. There's only one sure course. You must die by the hammer Vox wields. Once you enter her realm, you can collapse it from within. What are you worried about? You have Veloth's blessing. It's your connection to this world. Believe in yourself and in Veloth. The saint will protect you, and I can't wait to see how all this turns out. Don't disappoint me.
the meddler from my memories. Have you come to die? You shattered my wards. You entered my hollow in service to a false god. I'm impressed you made it this far, but your interference ends here. Kill you? I could have done that long ago. You are strong. You overcame obstacles that blocked even the false goddess. Why kill you? You'd make a fine ally. Innocent. Innocent. You saw what your goddess did to my son. Why do you choose to be a willing slave of those imposters? Think for yourself. Stand with me. You utter fool. Stop me? Not even the tribunal can stop me. The power of Veloth's judgment courses through my body. You shall feel its power as I take your life and absorb your soul. I will have your power, and the tribunals as well.
Another one? There's something different about this one.
You're right, Miriam. This one's...
A visitor? Strange. Your hands, your body, solid, whole. Wait, my mother? I have a mother? I don't remember much besides my name. This is my world, my everything. I've never known anything but this place. And you don't belong here. Why are you here? Free? I don't understand. My companions often speak of freedom as if there's something more somewhere else. But they say we're trapped, that the Keeper holds us in this realm. Up there on the western altar, we can't touch it. You could talk to my companions about freedom. I'll listen.
My gods have forsaken me, but you radiate divine favor. I sense power in you. Have you come to set us free? The Keeper imprisons us. It binds us to this realm. It mocks us. We can't touch it. We can't touch anything. But you... perhaps. The Keeper says it holds our souls. That's how we're bound. If the Keeper is defeated, perhaps I would be free. It's been so long since I felt this joy. It feels like hope.
The power in your hands is familiar, yet I cannot place it. It almost feels... oh, what I would give to be able to feel anything. To feel the touch of wind on my face, my hand on another's. The Keeper's tricks hold me here. It's locked my soul away and it taunts me with it, holding it in its crazy game of puzzles. It's so close, but it might as well be a million leagues away. On the eastern dais, 2 keys rotate in a pattern around 2 locks on the flagstones. To free my trapped spirit, both keys must be in place on both locks at the same time, or so the Keeper says. I can't touch it. I can't touch anything. But you, can you? If you could strike the keys, slow them down so they reach the locks at the same time. Oh, please, you must try it.
This one has a body that I can rend.
feeling in my hands again. My memories. What happened to me? The tribunal sent you to free me, didn't they? I knew they would not forsake me to be damned to this place.
You've done it. At last. The power in your hands. It's Valoth's blessing, isn't it? I remember now. I was a priest at the shrine before the woman came. Vox, I will have my revenge.
You set my companions free. What power do you bring to this realm? Could you release me as well? The Keeper bound these two, but it said I was too precious for bonds. Its master wanted me to decide for myself when my memories return. What does that mean? Memories of what? A fanatic? Daedric princes? Your words ring true. What? What did I do? I killed. Yes, I killed. I remember. I thought they deserved it. Mother, the three! Who did this? Tell me! Murder. Yes. And it isn't over, is it? Because now my mother murders in my place. Come, I'll open the portal to her domain. Together we'll stop her. This has gone on long enough.
This is the reservoir of souls. How strange.
tried my patience long enough. Feel the wrath of Veloth's judgment.
Vox is defeated, and Veloth's judgment returns to the temple where it belongs. Our will prevails. Order shall be restored. These are but a few of the innocents Vox imprisoned in her reservoir of souls. But her power is broken now, and they're free to pass on. That was your doing. Both Malvari and Daravis have been dead for a long time. They cannot return to life, but they can be set free. Yes, but your journey continues. The time has come for you to move on. We will work to restore order in Morrowind. You may leave that to the three.
Excuse me, celebrated hero. Good day, hero of Mournhold and Deshan. I hate to interrupt your victory, but I'm here to request your assistance. Dark times before Shadowfen. Dark times indeed. Murders and disappearances in Stormhold, and the Vice Cannons can't find a culprit. The Vice Cannons need an outside party to help due to certain political complications. Vice Cannon Ronda expects me to send help. Head south from here. Once you run out of good dry land, go a bit further and you'll hit Stormhold. Locate Vice Cannon Ronda there. He'll direct you. I could tell you where to find the only decent meal in town, but that's probably not what you mean. What do you want to know? War heroes from the Akaviri War. Strong leaders, honorable to the last. A good thing, too, since Shadowfen's troubled by its past. My people kept Argonian slaves within living memory, and that's not a wound to quickly heal. Not much, sadly. It's mostly Argonians missing. Some think slavers are to blame. If that's true, the Pact may not survive such discord. It's a Dunmer city, built on an Argonian village, built on an Ayleid ruin. Confused, like much of Shadowfen? Consider it a last bastion of civilization before Black Marsh. Everything south of Stormhold is lizards and mud.
The freshest produce and food stock.
You're charged to have a look.
Buying, selling, trading. Only the finest merchandise.
Good to see you again, comrade. You recall our encounter with Dosha, yes? When we found her encoded journal? Yes, we called in several favors to do it, but we've cracked her code. In service to her Dark Master, Dosha was after something hidden in a dwarven ruin, a place known as Mazenelt. We're not sure, but it seems to have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus her notes mentioned. Mazenelt is far from here, but I've prepared a portal that will carry us across Tamriel. What do you say, comrade? Venture with me into the unknown? I will open the portal. Takes just a moment. Here we go.